Okay, this is for my friend Erin Papiza. I don't know if she's still at Lakehead Motors or not, but I'll see if she's there and I'll email her a copy of this. Because I don't know, like, Papiza is a very famous union name in Thunder Bay, which at one time was a huge union town. Huge. It was like the union town of union towns, Thunder Bay. I don't know, 1975, let's say. Anyways, Marv Papiza is well known in the union movement in Thunder Bay as a tough cookie, a hard person to negotiate with, and typical of the union leaders at Great Lakes Paper back in the day. They were really good at what they did. What did they did? They held the company's feet to the fire because they were not afraid to use the hammer. And the whole union workforce was on board backing the leadership. I'm sure they were pushing the leadership because they worked really hard to make sure that the people of Thunder Bay who had a breadwinner that was working at Great Lakes Paper, that those families were well looked after. And the union got really smart and they got really good and they started, I don't know, asking for better pensions and things that are really good for long term. Anyway, my old man, was a minor executive at Great Lakes Paper. Well, but I don't know in the union. I don't know exactly. I didn't know. I don't know. I don't know exactly what they think. I don't know. Because, any of the real decisions about, settling with the union or whatever are going to be made by, probably like it's going to be like the executive board of the board of directors. They're the ones in the end that are going to decide on a huge amount of money to be spent on the union. So, the people that are facing across the table used to use the Airlane Hotel in Thunder Bay. The union guys would be facing off against, it would be Fred Bickford, who was a labor lawyer from Weiler Maloney Nelson. Anyways, it was him, and I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I mean, my old man, I was there, but I'm quite sure he didn't do any negotiating. He was just there as another suit. So I don't know. I think Bickford was the one that did the talking on behalf of the company. And, and all the accountants, must have been doing a lot of running of numbers to see what the union was asking for, what a percentage increase if this was, and they'd have to bring in somebody, an actuary or something, to figure out when they're asking for pensions is like, how much is this going to cost the company to buy these pensions, etc., etc. And the union forced it because they did go on strike. And the company did give them a really good living for what anybody would consider is a difficult job. Working in a paper mill is a difficult job, very unpleasant conditions, industrial. Being in an industrial building with very loud noise, 8 hours a day. So, oh yeah, what did my old man think about the union? I don't know. He's the most stupid man I ever met. Because he's a minor executive. Minor. He's not even a vice president. I mean, all the men at the mill knew who he was, but he wasn't, any executive suite. Upper middle management, I would say, Dave. So it certainly was not senior management. No. Anyways, I don't know. He had a horrible opinion about unions in general. He felt that the union movement was just terrible for civilization. That was his opinion, and it didn't change over the years. He didn't think much of union people in general. He thought that the labor leaders were often stupid. And his biggest complaint was if there was a real bad apple among the union men, that the union would protect a really bad apple. And his definition of a bad apple, I'm not exactly sure. Well, that's just the job of the union. The union's job is to represent the worker. But, my old man could never understand that. And, whatever the union got as a raise, and especially improvements to pension, Dave Burrows wouldn't have got an improvement to his pension if the union hadn't demanded it. He did. Like, if the union got a benefit, then human resources got the benefit for all the management people as well. So he benefited. Dave Burrows, absolutely, he benefited from the union going on strike. He did. He got better perks because whatever better perks came to the union that they demanded, the management teams got the same thing. So he's a stupid man because really, it's not when you're upper middle management, you don't own stock in the company. Did he get bonuses? I don't remember him ever saying that he got a bonus. And quite often he complained, he said that the top union people made way more money than he did. He always thought that the union guys thought that he made so much money. And he said they were so mistaken because the top union guys always made more money than he did on his salary.